welcome you today to the launch of Undiscovered Voices 2016. So, we're going to start the way that the illustration competition works. We're going to have 5 story prompts to prompt your illustration piece. So we've got Jack and the Tower Block, Robin Hood, Pirate Queen of the Andromeda Nebula, I can't even say that one. Alice Andromeda. Alice of Wonderland Road, Remarkable Tales of Runaway, Hansel and Gretel and the Great Witch Rescue, and Cinderella Grub and the School for Princesses.
Okay, so what we were aiming for is to give you basically a title and a subtitle. You can do it that way, giving you just enough information from known stories, but putting a bit of a quirk to it, right? And we also wanted to cover the fact that some are humorous, some are possibly a little more gritty, some could be on the area of sci-fi or supernatural, or, so you could take it any way you wanted to from that point of view. So from a creativity point of view, whether you work digitally or whether you work in traditional media or you work in combination of both, it still needs to come out at a particular resolution size. Well, it's printing portrait. And that you're actually turning in something that is the correct format. That'll get you far.
Can I just say that I think the competition starters are, the ideas are absolutely bang on. I think, you can just imagine a publisher's list, a stressed art director running around trying to find illustrators for exactly those titles. People have got to put their finger on that character and say, that's my Hansel and Gretel. You could approach it from the front cover aspect, or from maybe as a movie poster aspect, or you could approach it from mid-narrative. Mid-narrative is great. That's where the illustrator's skill really comes into play, because it's showing that they can show people at interesting camera angles. It's showing that they can be acting out the narrative in an uncandid way.
Don't try and shoehorn yourself into trying to do a style you're not comfortable with. If you have a particular forte that you prefer to draw, or type of ink drawing or pencil, stick with it.
It doesn't have to be necessarily just Jack and the Tower. It can be some, think about the whole story.
That's why it's so broad, because you can take Jack and the Tower Block and put it to your particular way of working that fits for you. That's your strength. So you can come at it from your particular strength. If pencil, like you were saying, is the thing that you do beautifully, you don't have to go to ink.
I think if you're good at doing horror, do horror. When people look over your shoulder when you're illustrating, go, God, you can really do X. Try and weave that into this competition, because that's going to be your superpower.
And what I mean by that is you can submit to the writing competition and you can submit to the illustration competition. You can do both of those, but you can only submit one to the illustration competition, so you have to choose well. When you're looking at the illustrations, do you judge it just on that sole piece of work, or do you look at other pieces by that person?
No, we don't go and look at your other work.
Okay. Well, I think we're done. Thank you so much, illustration. You can find out all the details on the website, which is www.undiscoveredvoices.com.